The man had just opened the window when suddenly an arrow hit the door. Confused, he pulled a note that stuck to the arrow. It said, "If you shoot a gun in the sky, I will pay your house rent for a full year," because of the rent fee and debt everywhere. Without thinking much, he immediately loaded the bullet into the gun and shot it into the air. At the same time, a driver wanted to get into his car when he saw a note on the dashboard. The note said, "When you hear a gunshot, drive to Jewelry Avenue. I will loot your car." The driver didn't believe him and threw the note out the window. However, when he opened the car window, a roll of cash fell from above him. At that very moment, he heard a gunshot nearby. Without hesitation, he turned on the car engine and drove straight to Jewelry Avenue. As the car stopped, a man with a wound on his face went inside. He said to the driver to stay quiet and do nothing. He then took a strange letter from inside the car and gave it to the owner of the jewelry store. The letter said, "You have 5 seconds to pack all the goods, or 2 big men next to you will detonate a hidden nuclear bomb." Hearing that, the owner of the store was scared, then hurriedly opened the door and handed over all the goods to them. What he didn't know was that the 2 muscular men were actually only asked to look scary. That's how they intimidate their victims to look real. Not long after, some couriers came to pick up the packaged Berlian, then put it in the driver's car trunk. They told the driver to go back to his place. After he returned, a man in black glasses took the Berlian out of the trunk and moved it to a sports car. The mysterious boss managed to rob this Berlian without ever showing his face. Sometime later, the head of the police brought everyone to be interrogated. But strangely, none of them knew each other. Not one of them even realized that they were part of a gang, because they couldn't find a lead. The chief of police finally interrogated the last person, a man in black glasses. He just said, "I don't see anything." The chief of police asked, "Are you blind or what?" It turns out that the man is blind, and the man's job is to carry a bag and walk 5 steps forward. After he does it, he will receive his reward. Now, for those of you who are curious who the real perpetrator is, you can watch this Indian film with the title Saho 2019.